I guess the conversation had with you, well, Fab had with you, or Levon, or however he goes in your little circle.
When I first met him, he lied to me about his name. So.
Wait, let me guess. Did he say Fabian?
Yes.
What? That's
Oh my God!
I did not know about that.
Fabian.
Yeah, recording is on.
No, this is good. Wait, so please.
Oh no, this is gold. Yo, what else? What else did he tell you?
Yeah, please tell us about the first time you.
What else did he tell you?
I mean, that was, I think, the only. Well, now I got to think back. But we were at what was it, like? Was it Taj's event, or was it just a frat event?
Yeah, it was Taj event.
Yeah, he was hosting a game night, and like all his frat brother. Well, I don't want to say the wrong terms, but there were a whole bunch of fraternity people there, and I met him, Fabian. He gave me and my roommate a ride home, and we were just like talking or whatever, and he was telling me about his teaching methods, and I know we like went back and forth about like the right way to, I think, discipline kids.
He says he wants to beat kids.
What'd you say?
He says he wants to.
Don't put that out in the world.
Don't worry, we can edit this. We can edit it.
Don't do that. Yeah, no, that's how I met him. He's just very funny and.
Except the name.
Except the name.
Yeah, who are you really?
Right. And no, I would have believed it the whole ride home, but Indigo, who knows him more than Indigo's my roommate, and Taj's girlfriend, knows him more. And I was like, yeah, like Fabian said, she's like, who's Fabian? Like, that's not his name.
It's the bass.
Everybody, we have a new guest. You go by Morgan Murrell?
Murrell, yeah.
Murrell, good. I wasn't sure whether it's Murrell or Murrell. And you have to have one of the coolest career paths I've seen. I'm not sure how you would describe yourself, but I guess you're pretty much like, top shit when it comes to, to the social media game. You do interviews, you write articles, and you're just very into that type of world. Is that a good summary of what you do?
Yeah, it's a close enough summary to what I do.
I thought it was close. Do
you want me to tell you what I do?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so, well, I work for Buzzfeed. My title is Senior Pop Culture Reporter and Writer. I also run one of the Instagram accounts for a company called Buzzfeed Celeb. And then I do a bunch of other things for the company, but as for my role, oh, there you are.
Hey. And the camera angle's crazy. Apology.
But what I do for BuzzFeed, I do a lot of reporting. So I interview mostly celebrities. That's my beat, pop culture and celebs. I used to do a lot of red carpets when the Corona wasn't here. And then I do like aggregated news, which is like you just repost stories that have already been written. And then of course, like, because it's BuzzFeed, we write listicles and quizzes. We do like a whole bunch of different stuff, plus the regular reporting and writing.
Listicles?
Oh, okay. So that's like, I don't know if they came up with that term or whatever. Like writing lists, like top 10 movies you should watch this week or something like that. Or
okay.
Yeah, so they call it a listicle.
How'd you get into it? Like, how does that career path? Did you fall into it? Did you target it, or is it a combination of both?
It was definitely targeted. This is something I've wanted to do since I was younger. I went to school for it. It's always the path that I wanted. I had a blog in college all about celebrities. I just always have been obsessed with their lives and what they do. So that's just always been my career path. In school, I worked for the newspaper, so that was more hard news, but I already knew like that is not what I wanted to do. I don't want to talk about earthquakes or politics. That's just not for me. I'm just team celeb. So yeah, that was my chosen path.
Okay. I mean, maybe I should wait to ask this, but I don't know. I think this is a central question to finding out not just who you are, but the psychology of people who, like, what is it that draws people to celebrities? Like, why do people care? You know, because I'll hear that a lot, like, And sometimes I'll think it too. I'm like, yeah, why are you caring? Like, you don't know this person. Like, what is it?
Why do
like,
I
what
care
is it about
sometimes?
celebrity? Yeah.
I mean, everyone's reasoning is different. I've just always wanted to know the person behind the persona. So, because at the end of the day, they are real people, even though people idolize them and like put them on a pedestal, they are real people. They go through real things, feel real emotions. And like, that's always the thing that I've always wanted to uncover, which is why I like to report and interview the celebs. So we get like down to the nitty gritty of who they are, why they were inspired to do a project or something like that. That just means a lot to me. Pop culture in itself, I don't know, it fuels media. There are different facets of media, but pop culture is what I think fuels it the most. And even though we say like, oh, we don't care, you still kind of do, because they influence a lot of our culture. What we do, what we say, the clothes we wear, they influence a lot. So even though people might say, oh, they don't care about celebrities, their impact kind of speaks for itself.
How do you create your questions?
Well, you definitely have to do a lot of research. People see like the glitz and glamour kind of my job, but it is a lot of work. You need to come prepared because people will call your bluff. They'll know, what you're talking about. So a lot of research goes into it. And I also look up other interviews because I don't like repeating questions. We go to these things called junkets where like a whole bunch of outlets will ask talent, you know, like we'll be in a line and it'll be like one outlet after another asking celebrities questions. And like no one wants to answer the same question every day. So I always try to make sure my questions are unique. Yeah.
So I'm wondering, it probably changes, but what is the turnaround between like, does someone tap you on the shoulder and say, oh, you're interviewing this person, or do you have some sort of input? Like, I'm curious because and I'm pretty sure it changes, but like how independent are you in regards to the questions that you ask, the celebrities that you interview, and how does that change does it change based on who it is, the situation, or, you know?
I can only again speak for me. I have a lot of agency when it comes to who I interview. I always decide who I interview. No one tells me the questions. No one tells me who to interview. We do have editors, and like I'll have other people look over questions because at the end of the day, even though I do like working on my own, you get a lot of new ideas when you collaborate with other people. So when people like can go over my question and be like, oh, well, did you also thinking about saying this? Like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. For the most part, like that part I do all myself. As far as, wait, what else did you ask? As far as like how we choose, did you say?
How you choose?
Yeah. So it usually follows like if they have a project coming out. That's most important. If they're producing something, a new television show, new music, something like that, they'll either reach out to us, or if they're not on our radar, we'll reach out to them. If it's like something important to somebody, we're like, oh, like I really, really love this show. Can we reach out to them? You know, we'll do it. Like there's a show coming out soon. I don't want to say that because we might not yet. He's not fully approved, so never mind. But but like that show wasn't really talked about on our site, and I was like, listen, I love this show so much. We need to reach out to him. So and like we have a team who specifically reaches out to talent. And so they did it for me because I was passionate about the show and I wanted to speak to this person. So they did it.
So it's like a reciprocal relationship. It's like they get the benefit of, I guess, getting sort of like an amplifier of whatever they're doing. And then you get the benefit of just, you know, having them and, you know.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, yes.
They get publicity and we get the work. So
do you have a big celebrity that you haven't met yet that you want to meet? Yes,
of course. Jay-Z is my I don't even know. I'm getting speechless. But Jay-Z, of course. Denzel, I really, really wanted to get him for his new movie, The Little Things, but we couldn't get him next time. But Denzel definitely. I have met Rihanna, who is one of my love that girl. I have met her and I got to talk to her, but I want to do a more in-depth interview with her. So I think that would be great.
Yeah, me too. want to end up.
Slow down. Beyonce too. I mean, there's a whole bunch. There are so many celebrities coming out. Even like the ones who aren't so elite, and I say elite because I said Denzel and all that stuff. But like even some of the newcomers, like Danielle Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. Well, I actually got to do Lakeith, but Danielle Kaluuya from Get Out, and then most recently Judas and the Black Messiah. Just a whole bunch of people. It was so good.
So good. Oh my god.
So good. I got to speak with Dominique Fishback, who plays Deborah Johnson, Fred Hampton's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So that was good. That's coming out soon. But yeah, I don't know. My list will always be continuous because there's always someone new coming out with so much power. So.
Yeah. Who was the first person you interviewed or you met that you were like starstruck?
Oh, definitely Angela.
Oh, Fabian. Fabian, yeah, he's the shit. I heard that's just like not his real name though. Like
he's the
Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Angela Bassett, and then obviously Rihanna. Also, I have to try to practice saying her real name. It's Rihanna, but I can't. It doesn't stick. But
Rihanna, that's like really. I thought it was Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna sounds like someone from Long Island saying Rihanna, like Rihanna. Like,
I thought it was Rihanna.
It's not.
Oh shit!
Well, Angela Bassett though, she's cool, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, so how does it work as far as like I guess I don't want to call it reputation, but maybe reputation, but like someone who interviews celebrities. I imagine that you and other people build some sort of rapport, and within that world, you gain some sort of like reputation as, oh, I want to interview with her, or I don't want to interview with her, or oh yeah, let's give it a try. Or maybe it's not even based on you. Maybe it's based on your publication. Like, oh yeah, I like Buzzfeed, but like whatever sort of opinion. How does that? I mean, is that a thing? And if so, how does that affect your career?
It's definitely a thing. And BuzzFeed obviously is a big name, but there's people who love BuzzFeed and there's people who don't like BuzzFeed. There are people who only think BuzzFeed is just a site for, cat quizzes and stuff like that. So sometimes people are like, can you actually pull this off? But then other times, like they know about like BuzzFeed News, who has won tons of awards and like Peabody's. Like our BuzzFeed News is incredible. We broke the R. Kelly story and all that stuff. Like it's huge. So there are people who like recognize BuzzFeed as a legit publication, and then there's those who just think we do quizzes and dumb lists and all that stuff. So I don't know. It comes with the territory. It is what it is. Just like we love Oprah. She's amazing, but there are people who don't like Oprah. It just is what it is. It's part of the game. There are people who hate you.
Do you see yourself being like do you consider yourself a pseudo celebrity?
No way.
Do you? Well, you could become a celebrity by interviewing, like there's like Larry King. There's all types of people.
Yeah, but
like,
I don't consider myself.
I mean, you're not an old Jewish man, but I mean, one day you could reach that. I mean, is that something that's like desirable? Like,
Well, my ultimate goal is to become a broadcast journalist and be on TV.
Not to you, Morgan.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I want to have like my own like talk show and stuff like that. So that is the ultimate goal. And I guess
that's cool.
I would be a celebrity, but no, that's not what I'm after. I'm just after. I want to put the stories out. That's my main goal.
They're gonna make you work the red carpet.
Huh?
They're gonna make you work the red carpet.
Well, I've done that already, so. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, Fabian. What the fuck? That's like day one shit. Come on, bro.
The first day.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. I'm trying to think. I have a bunch of follow-up questions, but like I've been asking a lot of questions, so I'm gonna shut up for a while.
Where'd you grow up? You from New York?
Huh?
Are you from New York?
No, I'm from Jersey.
Oh.
I'm a Jersey girl. I don't care. Proud of it.
No, there's nothing that wrong with Jersey. Jersey's cool.
Oh wow! What backhanded?
It's our neighbor, bro.
There's nothing that wrong.
And you respect us every chance you get.
Nah, man. I like the houses in Jersey.
I got golf.
It depends where in Jersey. Where'd you grow up in Jersey?
That's like it depends where in New York.
Yeah, that's true. Where'd you grow up in Jersey?
I moved around a lot, so I've lived in like 4 towns, but
Okay.
oh, I claim Union, which is where I am right now, as my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all probably don't even know where that is.
I know where Union City is, but
No,
I'm guessing Union is different.
Yeah, no, that's completely
Okay.
No, we're right next to Hillside and Maplewood and
Okay. So you're living it up.
Elizabeth. Do any of those towns ring a bell?
Yeah. Like when I take the New Jersey Transit to see like family, I always pass through Elizabeth and stuff like that. So
So you said you got into college, you wanted to pursue this career. What college did you go to?
My freshman year I went to Hampton University, but then I couldn't afford to go back. So then I transferred to an in-state school, Rutgers University.
okay.
That's what Jersey has.
They have like a good journalism program, don't they?
Oh, it's amazing.
Like they have a really good journalism program.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. It aligns you. And then as soon as you got out of college, you went straight to Buzzfeed.
No. I actually didn't go into my field until like a year later. It actually took me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And, that got to me a little bit, but I never stopped working. I just like continued doing my blog. I was like, well, if I can't get in there professionally yet, let me just continue so they know that I've been doing something. I was just like working at TJ Maxx while I was doing that. And I finally got my big break. My first real job was at XXL Magazine. So.
That's the way to do it. Like a lot of people, probably a lot of people a lot smarter than like myself or a lot of people I know have like they have like a decent idea of what they want to do with their life, but they have a very hard time, sort of manifesting it. And I don't think it's like then they start to believe like they're not capable, it's not in the cards for them. And it's like, just do anything that's like related to it. Like even if you don't have a particular position, like in your example, you weren't where you wanted to be, but you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep doing it because this is what I want to do, and eventually it happened. That's just like, that's awesome when I see that.
Do you have like a set schedule, or like if Denzel calls you right now, you got to cancel this call and just jump on him?
Yeah, it's celeb.
We can have him jump on
every day.
He's like, hello?
Yeah, we should have him jump on. That would be dope.
Jump on right now, right?
He's like, Fabian? Who the fuck is that?
He's like, Fabian, who are these guys?
I got that call. I'm sorry. I would hang up on y'all so quick. I'm so sorry. But
no, it's fair.
But no, as for a set schedule,
Rihanna.
Rihanna. It doesn't even roll off the tongue.
You gotta
Rihanna.
Her. You gotta Google her talking and saying
it's
her
like
name.
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
But that's just like there are a lot of celebrities who just, because people have said it wrong for so many years, they just go with it. Like Chrissy Teigen, her last name really isn't Teigen, it's Teigen. But people just say Teigen, and she just went with it because
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't even think I say her name out loud.
Yeah. No, I can imagine that. It's like you have millions of people uttering your name, and you're just like, fuck it. Like you can't. Yeah. Like that's just my name now. Like that's just it.
Like
how often do you come across I guess difficult celebrities?
I was about to ask that. Like who was in this? Like you was like, oh God, I can't wait for this shit to end.
You don't have to drop names if you don't want to. But,
drop that shit.
No, thankfully I've actually never really had a difficult celebrity. Most of them are very nice. And like at the end of the day, they're people, so they can't always be on the way you want them to. Sometimes they have a long day. Sometimes they've been dealing with hundreds of interviews, and like you end up being the last one of the day, so they're tired as shit, or like they're just like, same question, So you just have to understand that they're people and they go through stuff too, and they can't just always be on the way you want them to. But as for like, no one was ever mean or nothing like that.
I'd be a mean celebrity.
Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think nowadays it's harder to get away. Is like unless that's just your genre, like you're just like a dick. It's hard to like toe the line. You have to like go whole hog. I'm a piece of shit, so everyone expects it. I guess that's what it seems like. But if you're like known as a good person and you do some dick shit, it's just like amplified.
Yeah.
Like people who allegedly don't give a fuck are like, oh yeah, man, I hate so and so. You know, and it's like it's crazy. I mean, I would just hate to have that level of scrutiny on me, or not even level of scrutiny. Whatever. You know, who cares what anyone says? But it's like the privacy element. It's like I would hate to have to be on all the time. I just want to just like talk some shit and just be a person.
But that's what people don't get. Like when people get upset if someone doesn't want to take a picture with them, like nobody wants a camera in their face 24/7, especially like if they're with their kids trying to enjoy a meal and a random person, oh, can I take a picture? Can I get your autograph? And if they say no, sorry, not right now, that person will then go, oh, so-and-so is a bitch. They That's how it happens. But like people don't realize these are normal people who just want their own privacy too. And they're like, it gets turned around like, oh, they signed up for this. They should know by now what we expect and all that stuff. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's unfair, everything that they have to go through.
Yeah.
That's just
human resources.
I don't know if you guys are following the Free Britney hashtag or something like that. But that's what I was thinking of when we were just talking about that. Because like, I think that's, or at least after watching that New York Times little documentary that they wrote, it's like the thing that kind of got me is that like they were asking these young ass kids super personal ass questions, man. And I was like, yo, these adults are fucking ridiculous. That this is like they're asking these little kids about their fucking sex lives.
They don't care, bro. They don't give a fuck.
My man, but everybody was looking it up, son. Like, you feel me? Like everybody was into that shit.
That's what it is. Is eyes. It's weird because it's fucked up on their end, but at the same time, it's kind of a reflection of greater society because it's like, okay, that's fucked up that they're doing that, but like people are buying into it. That is kind of what people want to see. So it's like we're all monsters,
right?
Not me though.
What are we gonna do when we become celebrities?
What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna just be a dick, so people just expect it. So when I do something stupid, it's not a surprise. Because if I try to be like a regular good person, I fuck up once, it's over. So I'm gonna go
Works for
Donald Trump.
I'm gonna go full Donald Trump.
Yeah, full Trump.
Full Trump. Don't give a fuck.
And he beat the case, yo. And he's still fucking.
He did beat the case.
Yeah, man. Not to go into that, but like, I don't know what the fuck they expected. The level of evidence that they would need to. They knew that what they were dealing with. Like, he wasn't going to get convicted of anything. Like, you have a whole party who half the parties are just afraid to lose their base. They want to be reelected. That's what I found out. Once you become a senator or a congressperson, your main job is not necessarily serving people. It's to get reelected. And if you want to get reelected and you're a Republican and you voted to not impeach but to convict him, like you might not be in office. So I don't,
Would you got to put dolphins over his name, PK? Would you
do we? What?
Would you interview Donald Trump?
No.
Really?
No.
That would be awesome.
You would blow up.
You would blow the fuck up. Because
I don't do politics. I do not.
You shouldn't do politics, right?
He's a celebrity.
Not to me.
You should just ask him celebrity shit and then like throw some jabs in there.
I don't even want to waste my energy on that. No,
outside of him, is there anybody else you would never like? You don't care who calls you. You're like, nah, I'm not doing that.
She's like Kim Jong-un. No, I'm good.
Kanye.
No, I would still do Kanye. I would still do
Kanye. Kanye would be hilarious. I'd love to have a conversation with him, like under any circumstance. I just love to talk to him.
Yeah,
it'll be entertaining no matter what. Like
like I'm not into cancel culture. I don't believe in that. Like
agreed.
Seconded.
And he's come before he became what he is right now. Kanye was so amazing and did so much for hip hop music. So that's what I try to hold on to. So I would definitely still talk to Kanye. I can't think of anyone who I wouldn't. I'm trying to think of mean people, but I don't.
El Morosa, is she considered mean?
Amorosa?
Oh, Amorosa?
That's still politics. I don't care about
Is she still politics?
I don't care.
Oh, man. I got this all wrong.
She's like pseudo-politics. She's like diet.
Oh, wait. What about Candace Owens, even though she's politics?
That's I
Still? Damn it, man. I feel like she's more celeb than politics.
No politics.
We're not going to find her on Louder with Crowder. None of that.
Who was the last person that you interviewed?
The last person I interviewed... Oh, it actually was Dominique Fishback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was last week. So
she's in Power. If y'all saw Power,
is she?
Yeah.
I'm so far behind. It's not even funny.
Oh, you don't watch the shows that you?
I'm not watching the new one.
You know.
No, she's from Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, she's in Power as well.
Yeah, but that's not what I was focused.
Bro, why you gotta call her out? Okay, we get it. This.
Not Power from Stars. Power from
the movie with Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Oh,
that's called Power.
Right? Power.
My bad.
There's only one Power now, bro. What's wrong?
She's not in that Power. She's in the one with Jamie Foxx.
Please. Do you follow celebrity relationships?
Yes.
Oh, how do you feel about
Michael B. Jordan?
Exactly.
So wait, what's going on? You gotta fill me in.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh man, I have no clue.
Lori Harvey.
So Killmonger is dating Steve Harvey's daughter.
Killmonger, okay.
But Steve Harvey's daughter has more kills than Killmonger.
All right.
You don't know anything about this. Why you mansplaining over here, Loso?
Okay. I mean, he's probably telling the truth, but can you tell me the story?
We're not doing that. We don't do Lori slander over here.
No, I love Lori. She's amazing.
She's living her best life.
She needs to write a book.
And so, like, what's the big deal? Like, what's happening?
What?
Yeah, like, what's the controversy? Like, what's happening?
Well, the controversy, I guess, going off of Fabian, it's just because Lori Harvey is high profile. She's been in a lot of high profile relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone just assumes she smashes everybody, but that you don't even know that's the case.
But like, so what if she does?
Right? Like, who cares?
Right?
Like, if you're a celebrity, like
men who do it, so you praise Future, but shame Lori Harvey, make it make sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I just imagine like being on that level, like the level of temptation that you have to deal with, just like that sort of circle. I just imagine a lot of people who are at that level are probably really promiscuous, not necessarily because that's their nature, but like just, they have access to it, I would just imagine that would be the case. I don't know though.
What do you mean have access to it? Don't we have access to it?
Not like a celebrity would does.
Not like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Not like it's no, but I'm just saying. So like
access to what?
But like access to not just sex, but access to a whole lot of things, like just what we would consider not necessarily vices. They could be vices if done in a certain fashion. But like I just imagine being a celebrity, like you have so much excess that it's the excess with the combination of the scrutiny that would be hard to just be yourself. So like, let's say you have a lot of sex. I imagine a lot of people in Hollywood have a lot of sex. Like, I don't see why that would be so controversial, but I don't know.
Here's my tip.
Women do it.
The controversy.
No, I'm just saying, it's just like Michael B. Jordan says that dude, and it's just like everybody's been wanting to see him like all hubbed up and shit like that. Everybody was worried it was gonna be a white girl. I think people are more relieved that it's a black girl, and then Lori Harvey comes out the get-go and everybody's just hating on her and shit like that. Yeah. It's just like, how you bag this guy?
Okay. So they're
just
like
hating. They're just hating.
They're just hating on someone that they would never be with anyway. Right, like that's weird. Right. like you're never getting close to Michael B. Jordan. What are you mad about?
She's been spotted with Diddy's son, and then Diddy, and then Future.
Who cares?
Yeah, but people making such a big deal about it, and now she's with Michael B. Jordan. They're like,
people hating, bro. People hating.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And she's silent. She doesn't even talk about it. She's just.
And that's what I love.
That's the perfect. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything because at that point, if you say anything, if you confirm, deny, fucking feed into it, like that's just a wrap. I would just like, yeah, I'm
She
here.
just smiles and take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But some of those guys that she's been with before, I don't know. They like Future, bro. I'm sorry, man, but I'm here judging. I'm judging these people, and this is like whatever.
Next topic.
Don't worry, we can edit this. Don't worry. We won't, but we can.
I'm trying to think if there's any other celebrity stuff that recently came up.
I'm curious because I know someone who's in broadcast journalism. They're a newscaster in a city, and it's very interesting. I got like a little bit of insight into their lifestyle because I spent a bunch of days with them. And it's very interesting how like high pace and how things could just happen like that.
Yeah.
Why are you drawn to broadcast journalism at because I guess that's what the next step is for you, or your or what you want in the future. Why that, and why not stick with this? Or maybe you plan on synthesizing them in the future. What is it about broadcast journalism that like brings you in?
That draws you. What's your drive?
I like being in front of the camera. That's just my thing.
Okay.
So that's really it. Not to sound vain, but that's
no, it's fine. You can be vain.
That's all. That's all I do is be on camera and deliver the news. But with social media being what it is, you can do that without being at a broadcast station. So that's also been helpful, and I've been getting videos out that way. So yeah, but that's mainly been my drive. I've always wanted to be in front of the camera.
Did you have an obsession with any specific celebrity when you were younger?
What, like
maybe the one that made you want to go super into this field?
Oh, like media inspirations?
Yeah.
Well, as far as people,
that's a better way of putting it.
Well, do you mean like a celebrity I was obsessed with, or people I was inspired by?
Oh,
however you want to answer the question. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, everything.
People who inspired me, obviously Oprah was the GOAT, but also Angie Martinez was big for me.
Okay.
I never really thought about going into radio, but I just would always tune in at 3 p.m. Hot 97 right after school and listen to her. I thought she was so good at what she did and what she does. She's still doing it, obviously, but now on Power 105. Wendy Williams, yes, she is controversial, but Wendy was a trendsetter and she was a go-getter. She's a Jersey girl as well. And she just knew how to get the stories and knew how to deliver in a way that nobody else was doing at the time. So those were people who inspired me. And there were others. But as far as people I was obsessed with, I don't know, like when I was a kid.
Yeah, because I feel like when we're kids, we have so much energy and we go really hard into things.
Mad posters on the wall.
I mean, as a kid, Bow Wow, I guess. And watching 106 in Park. Free and AJ, they were really big for me too.
That wasn't his hair.
Who?
That wasn't his hair. Did you see that video?
No.
Oh my God, the dreads weren't ever his. He used to put fake dreads on.
Oh.
That's why they look so fresh.
Yeah, it blew my mind.
Well, good for him.
No.
Yes.
Don't see them.
I respect it. If girls can do it, guys can do it.
Ooh, facts.
Fabian draws his hair on.
I'm gonna have dreads in the next. Not dreads. They call them locks. Sorry, I'm gonna have locks on the next episode.
Whatever makes you feel beautiful.
Yo, if you do that, bro, I'll give you a $20 bill next time I see you. If you have fucking locks and you wear it the whole episode, bro, I'm gonna take you out to dinner.
I'm talking about an accent. I see it.
Well, okay. What kind of accent? All right, but it can't be like. It has to be like a unique accent. It can't be like a British accent. At least like a New Zealand accent or some shit.
Something out there, right? Probably.
Yeah. You can't do, no Harry Potter. Fuck that. We're going.
Can you do accents, Morgan?
No.
Oh.
Can you try?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I like fake talking a British accent, but even
all right, let's do it.
That is wrong because there isn't one British accent. There's a whole.
There's only one on TV.
In it.
No, there isn't though.
Okay, but what's your British accent though?
It's trash, but
okay, let's go.
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
See, this is practice from when you're a celebrity and you're being interviewed and they ask you some dumb shit. You know? Would you ask a celebrity something like this? I know you probably have like you have questions teed up, so you know, just to respect their time and to get the flow going. But are there times when you just throw in something completely random that has nothing to do with anything just because you feel like it?
Well, not like random, but we always like leave room for like organic follow-up questions. Yes, you come with a set of questions that you wrote, you know, for them, but if they say something that sparks something organic in you to come back with another question, you try to leave room for that. As far as random questions, I have asked random questions to celebs, but that's just because it's BuzzFeed and we do things like that sometimes. But no, mainly we stick to a script.
No celebrity try to hit on you during an interview? Like Rihanna?
No comment.
Oh.
These
Taking that to the grave.
Her secret man is Michael B. Jordan.
I wish.
She has his number.
I want to get hit on by a celebrity.
So it's like so do you ever have like conversations? Like, have you ever like made friends with a celebrity? Or like, you don't have to name anyone in particular, but like, do you have like a working relationship with a celebrity or someone in their circle? Things, because I'm sure it happens. It has to happen.
Get them on the base.
Yeah. I definitely have a few working Wait, what did you say? Get them
on the base.
Oh. I definitely have, you know, like a few working relationships. You know, no one that like I would call up, nothing like that. But like very close. A big thing in this field is to get to know their PR reps because they handle everything. All the moves they make, the interviews that they decide to do, you have to go through the PR rep. So making sure that you build a strong bond with them and a strong connection with them is also key. So I have like a few working relationships with PR reps as well. And that like sometimes will help you get the interview when, you know, if you're on a red carpet, let's say, and they say, oh no, like that's all they're doing tonight. And then they see you and like, oh no, we'll just go for Morgan because they know me. And then they'll save one spot for me. So that can help. But
you gotta be nice. You gotta be nice to a lot of people.
You have to.
So how do you build that reputation? Because, you know, I guess you obviously you bring your personality to whatever conversation, but it's like if they're doing, you know, all these interviews, like what I mean, maybe it's not even a fair question to ask you, but what would you think would like, maybe not necessarily you, but you could talk about yourself, if anything. Why would a celebrity choose to give you an interview or build a relationship versus another person? Let's say you work for let's say you both work for BuzzFeed, or let's say you're both in the same space. What is it, arbitrary? Is it by chance? Like, is there a certain thing that you do that makes celebrities like you?
I mean, that you'd have to ask them that. Yeah. But as far as like why they would choose me, either maybe we've worked together in the past and we have a good rapport, or you know, or whenever they reach out and like pitch things about the talent that they represent, maybe like I always agree to write something up, or I'm always down to do some type of publicity for them. And it just helps their client, because if their client is always in the press, that helps them and it helps the talent as well. So if I'm always the one that's game to write something or report something, then they know that they can always come to me and I'll always get it done. Yeah, and then I guess, again, using red carpets as an example, if they always see your face, then they start to recognize you. And if they know that the content that you're putting out about the talent that they represent is always positive, that's they'll want to come back to you. Yeah, and then also just like, again, having the name BuzzFeed, it does ring bells in certain areas. So people want to go to those big markets.
Would you ever? Oh, my bad.
We gotta go to the red carpet, y'all, and just stand around.
With a microphone and just look like we're doing something.
Back to you, Morgan.
Yeah. Just keep saying back to you every time you see somebody. Back to you.
Back to you, Morgan. Yeah, we definitely gotta do that.
It's probably hard, right, to do it, but have you ever thought about going independent? I mean, you already kind of have, right? Because you've written a blog, but how realistic or how feasible is it for someone to do what you do, but on their own platform?
And then, like, when will you join the base? Like, when will you be a part of our community?
I got a name for your show. I got a name.
Yeah,
I'm
already?
looking for a name. More with Morgan.
Hey,
Wow. Wait, no. Rights reserved. TM, rights reserved. Trademark.
you heard it here first in the base.
I love that. But no, it is feasible. There are a lot of freelancers who do that and are making a killing for themselves. So no, it's definitely feasible. I don't know when I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But there are definitely people who are making it work.
You hear that, DK? You're gonna produce more with Morgan?
I love that name. That's actually really good.
Hey, executive producer.
Exactly.
That's what I do. I produce executive stuff, man.
If I take that, will you hate me?
Fabian.
What was that, Morgan?
I said, if I take that, will you hate me?
No, never. That one's for you.
Just put it
Just let everybody know where it came from.
Let them know.
Yeah.
That shout out.
Yo, watch her blow the fuck up. Have her on show, on network television, interviewing everybody. And then everyone's like, more with Morgan. It becomes a thing. And we're here fucking watching you. No fucking credit.
Yo.
Just got home from work.
Tired.
You know,
TV
eating up a fucking hungry man.
Chill.
Just depressed. And then we see you on TV, more with Morgan.
I would shout you out.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
You're under the base network. We can make this happen.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
We can make it happen.
More with Morgan.
More with Morgan.
Oh my God, it's so fucking. That's
back to you.
Beautiful.
More with Morgan.
Are there any other interest in media that you have that you haven't started pursuing? Maybe acting, writing, or producing, or something like that?
Yeah, definitely producing. I want to get better at being behind the camera and editing videos and stuff like that. That's definitely something I want to learn more of. And as far as like other media, like you mentioned, acting, yes, I took acting classes last year and I want to do it again. It just felt so good. So that's definitely something I want to pursue. Mainly those facets. Producing, definitely. And editing, I want to do that. And
acting.
Yeah, and acting.
Wait, so have you worked on producing anything before?
No.
Okay, I thought maybe the language.
I wish one day.
I mean, yeah, that's dope. I mean, we've had a few people who are actors on the show. Like we've had Camaria. We had Giselle. Giselle, she was a nanny on that show. What Would You Do on ABC? On A. Yeah, she was on that. She was featured on that a bunch of times.
Hitting crayons off a little white girl's hand.
Literally. I'm like, yo.
That shit was funny.
Yo, the optics are so bad. It's like you have a fucking black nanny, this little dainty white girl, and she's smacking crayons and shit out of her hand. I'm like, the optics are so bad. What'd you expect? They probably had to edit mad shit. She probably got tackled or some shit.
Well, what kind of shows or movies, or like, is there a specific type of or genre of a film of art that you would like to produce?
Malcolm and Morgan.
Nothing like specific. Like even just if it's a journalism segment, I wouldn't mind doing that, or just like something of my own. That would be great. Yeah, no, nothing specific. Anything just to get the experience. Yeah.
Nice. I used to want to be an actor when I was younger. I used to want to be a Power Ranger specifically.
Yo,
I wanted to be a Power Ranger.
Who didn't want to be a Power Ranger? At least for a little while. Everyone did.
Wait, but do you not want to act anymore? Is that?
No, I mean like.
Oh,
it's not my main thing. No, I've never done any acting.
Monologue right now.
Yeah, yo.
But I could. What?
Whoa! Yo, Tony, Oscar, Emmy, everything. Bro, that was crazy. The way he the way he looked at the camera.
It was so suspenseful.
It was
Crazy.
Put me on In the Heights. You heard Lin-Manuel Miranda, bro? Put your board on, son.
Yeah, Morgan, you can make it happen. You got.
I think anyone can make it happen. The resources.
No, you can make it happen.
Not anyone.
Not anyone. Morgan can make it happen.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't know. I guess anybody wanted to ask anything else. I guess before we wrap up and you give your plugs in.
Plug your stuff. By the way, plug all your blogs at plug everything. But I'm curious. Do you as far as dealing with your peers? Well, two questions. As far as dealing with your peers, what is that like? Is it competitive? Is it reciprocal? What is it? What is that sort of environment like?
It can be annoying for me sometimes.
No, this is definitely a very competitive field. Just even getting into the business, getting a job is very competitive. But you make friends in the business. I went to school and grew up with some people who are in the same field as me. So we already had that history. But then you meet people who have the same passion, have the same drive as you, or, just are into the same things as you. And you just build those bonds. You meet people on red carpets. You meet people at junkets. You meet people at your job that you work at specifically. And you just form those connections. I'm a very personable person. And I like to run my mouth. And I will talk to anybody. Oh, I thought that was Fabian who did that. I was about to say. What am I saying? But yeah, I'll talk to any and everybody just because I love to run my mouth. So making friends has never been an issue for me, but there have been people who who don't want to eat from the same plate as me and felt like, well, you're my competition. I'm not really going to show you any love. And that's cool. I know not to go near you. But I just think it's corny, especially when it's another Black reporter. I feel like we got to stick together in this. And I only really experienced it once. But I would always see this person and it was always just kind of shady, but stay away from that energy.
Name them.
No.
Names. And then we'll invite them on, get their side of the story, and then we'll bring them together.
No, to answer your question, yes, it is very competitive because we are after something similar. We're going towards the same goal, whether it's to get the story. Again, I keep bringing up red carpets, but I guess because I missed them. But there are times where it's the PR person will be like, okay, you're the last one, but you want to be the person who's the last one. You want to get the story. So, there are people who will cut you in line on the carpet, and you just got to, because they're trying to get what you want. I respect the hustle, but also, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck was that, bro?
Right, but but it is what it is.
Okay.
Getting in this business.
And my next question is, as far as, because you're interested in broadcast journalism, you're interested in acting, producing, do you reach out or have you collaborated or tried to pick the brain of people who are already doing that?
Again, I work with people who do that. Not so much actors. I don't really know a lot of actors, but as far as people who produce their own stuff, yes. I've gotten tips. I have the software. I've taken classes. I am trying to put myself, in that space where I can practice at least. So yes, to answer your question, yes.
That's cool.
How has the pandemic affected work?
I miss being in front of real people when it comes to interviews. We have to do it all virtually, obviously, through Zoom and stuff like that. And I hated it at first because you don't get that natural connection. It's just not the same. But I've grown to love it. You find the bright side in everything. At the end of the day, the interviews are being recorded, so it's something you can just add to your reel at the end of the day. But yeah, I miss the personal interaction. That's what I miss the most. And obviously we can't go into our office, so that's a big change. But yeah, you make it work. You gotta just go with the times.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what is, if people want to find you and your work, how would they do that?
Okay, so
No, with Morgan.
I don't even have my own website yet, but right now I know. But I have in my bio. So if you follow me on Morgan_Taylor on Instagram, you'll see in my bio a link to all of my work, or you can go on Buzzfeed to find my most recent stuff. But if you go to the link on Instagram, you'll find all my current work, past work with my other jobs. I guess I'll plug everything else. I also do a Twitter show with Buzzfeed called The Buzz. So look out. I know it. Look out for that hashtag on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, my name is respect the __ gap, obviously. Am I good?
Holla.
Oh, Team Gap.
And I think that's about it.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.
For having me. I'm happy to make it work.
Awesome.
That's the base. Yo,